Tonya Marquis, and today I thought I'd give you all a tattoo tour. A tour of all of my tattoos that I have so far. Yes, I plan on getting more, but I've gotten more since the last time I told y'all about my tattoos. So I thought that I should show you all of the ones that I currently have, and also give a little story about the meaning behind each one. The first one I ever got is on my left arm, and it says stand up. That tattoo represents anti-bullying. Growing up, I was bullied a lot, but I also stood up for anyone that was being bullied all the time, and it would result into me being bullied by the other person's bully, but I just could never sit there and watch somebody, you know, get hurt. I always had to stand up. I always stood up for everyone, and I still do. And also stand up for love. I am a big believer and supporter of love in all forms. That includes equality, that includes just loving everyone in general, no matter who or what you are, just loving one another, because we're all people on this earth and we need more love in the world. So stand up for love, stand up for yourself, stand up for each other, stand up for all good things. Next on that same arm is my Superman tattoo. Now for one, I just love Superman. He is the best superhero ever. I also love Spider-Man and like everybody else, all the other superheroes, but Superman is my favorite because he's so kind. He doesn't want to hurt anyone, he just wants to save everyone. And I just like that he has such a big heart. So I love Superman. And also, I used to be over 300 pounds. I was 310 pounds and I lost more than half of the weight. So when I moved to LA years back, I used to wear a Superman pin on all of my outfits. I would always pin it right here. And everyone called me Superwoman because of my weight loss and because I wore that pin, and just because of my kind personality. They just thought I was a superwoman. That was a time that was a really great time in my life. So I wanted to get it tattooed on me. Next, on my other arm is this symbol. And the symbol means serenity. I recently got that done when I went on a trip to Japan with my mom, and I got it done Tabori style, which is literally with a stick poke tattoo. So he poked ink into my arm. It was such a cool experience, and it hurt less than a tattoo gun, and it also healed very fast. Less than a week. It was almost like 3 days. Like, I don't know what kind of magic, but I enjoyed how fast and how easy that process was. It made me want to get all the rest of my tattoos done in that style. The guy I went to, his name is Hariso on Instagram, if you want to follow him, was the only one that did it in Okinawa, Japan, in that style. So I had to take that opportunity and get it. The symbol means serenity because serenity is the thing that I want most in life. I explained this in the video where I'm getting the tattoo, but I really want serenity in love. And what that means is to be in love with someone and they love you back, and it's to the point where you never have to worry if they're gonna hurt you, if they're gonna break your heart. You can just sit in peace, in calm, and not worry if they're doing something wrong behind your back, if they're gonna hurt you tomorrow. You just know that they love you and their intentions are good, and the love is real. And I strive to have that. I really want that more than anything. To have peace of mind in love is just, oh, that is my biggest dream, my biggest passion. Next, these two hearts on my wrist. There's not really a meaning for the hearts on my wrist other than obviously I love hearts, I love love. But on Friday the 13th, whenever a Friday the 13th comes along, tattoo shops, some tattoo shops do $13 tattoos, which I've always wanted to go to, I've always wanted to experience. So I went last year and stood in line for like 5 hours and got 2 of them. because I like my tattoos to be symmetrical, if you noticed. And so I guess it does have a meaning. It means trying new things, or being spontaneous and having fun, or patience, because I stood in line for 5 hours. An Australian woman tattooed these on me, so that just made it that much better. Okay, another on my arm is on my right arm. It says, "Sweetheart, without love, there is no life." And it's spelled incorrectly. It says sweatheart, and that's on purpose because it's from a love letter that my dad wrote to my mom when they were young and in love. I kept the mistake and I loved it so much just because no one writes love letters, and they would write love letters to each other all the time. That is the sweetest thing. So no matter if he spelled sweet wrong, the fact that he even put the effort in to let my mom know that he loved her, I melted. Also, the love that my mom and dad had is everything that I wish to have one day. And I'm so happy that she got to experience that love in her lifetime. Unfortunately, my dad passed away when I was just 2 years old, but to read letters like this from him just makes me feel a little more connected, especially since I got it done in his handwriting. So it's nice to keep his love alive. My other arm says, "Hey baby, look at me go from zero to hero." A lot of you have heard this story already. I didn't know I wanted to be a singer until like 2008. In 2008, I discovered a singer named Jason Mraz. And I fell in love with his music, all of his music, so much. I thought he was so cool. He's such a loving, kind human being, and all his music was unique, and he just was doing his own thing, and it was just positive music and true, honest music, and I loved that so much. So I learned all his music, and there was a song called "Geek in the Pink," and that's where this lyric is from. And out of nowhere, for my school talent show, I performed that song, and everyone was like, "Antonia, you sing? Like, what?" He gave me the courage to get on stage in front of the entire middle school and sing. So I'm forever thankful for him for doing that for me. It was my dream to meet him. And at the end of February, I got to go to an intimate show of his for free, sit in the front row by his feet. And then afterwards, when we were all being escorted out, I was like, not me. I'm not missing this opportunity. I go past the security and I'm like, "Jason, I have your lyrics on my arm. You've inspired me in every aspect of my life. I used to be over 300 pounds. You inspired me to do this and to do this and this and this." And he was so kind. He was like, "You look beautiful. I can tell you're a wonderful person by your red eyebrows." He put his arms out to hug me. He read my tattoo. It was just the perfect experience, and I literally started bawling out, crying after he hugged me. And I probably scared him off, but I had been waiting for that moment for so long, and to say thank you to him just meant the world to me. Okay, let's move on to my hands. My rose hands. Oh, my favorite tattoo ever. I got it done by my friend Billions, and you can follow him on Instagram as well. I got roses because I really enjoy romance. Old school love, like going on dates, holding hands, love letters. Nothing is cheesy to me. Romance is sexy. And roses are like the most romantic flower there is. I also love Beauty and the Beast, so there's that. But I got the roses because they represent romance, they represent love and classicness. And I like to believe that I am a classy lady, so I got them on my hands. The next thing is my fingers, and it says, "Love you." And that's obvious. That's for me, because I want to remember to love myself. That's for my future husband. And that's also for everyone in the world. So that if people look at me and are like, "Wow, she has a lot of tattoos, that's intimidating," but then they go down and they read my hands and it just says love you. It's nothing like mean or aggressive on my fist. It just says love you. Then maybe it'll put a smile on their face, and I just want everyone to know that I love them. And like I said, I always strive to spread love in my everyday life. I also got some hearts on each finger, and if you notice, there is no letter on my left ring finger because that is reserved for my future engagement ring and my future wedding ring that I think I deserve because I am a pretty cool, nice, and loving female. But yeah, I wanted to reserve that finger for that special symbol of love. I feel like I have more tattoos, but I said the hearts, I said the arms, hands, the love thing, the Superman, the stand up. Okay. So my last tattoo that I'm gonna talk about today is this one, my chest piece. It took 3 sessions. I got it done in Hollywood at True Tattoo, which is Oliver Heck's tattoo shop, and he actually came in 2 out of the 3 times that I was in there, but I couldn't take a picture with him or anything because I was getting tattooed. But I love this so much. It's such artwork. My tattoo artist, Dave, is so passionate and quirky, and he was just so excited to draw this up for me and make my vision come to life, and he did so well. He's a perfectionist, which you want your tattoo artist to be a perfectionist because it's gonna be something that's gonna be permanently on your skin. He took a lot of time with it. It says the clouds are calling. If you heard my song Atlas, if you didn't, go check it out. That is a line from the chorus of my song. I got this whole thing because I love to travel. I love planes. I love going to new places and eating food. Traveling makes me happy. It makes me so happy. I'm a minimalist, so I don't have a lot of stuff to like take around. I can just put everything in a backpack, and I love it. I love traveling so much and seeing new sights and taking pictures, seeing different communities and buildings and attractions. It truly makes me happy. Even though I have really long legs because I'm 6 foot tall, yes, my legs hurt sometimes on the plane, but that doesn't stop it from making me happy. I'm just really passionate about traveling. A plane just went over my apartment right now, which is really cool because it's really close. Like, you can see right under the plane. But that's all to it. I'm just really in love with traveling, and I plan on doing it for the rest of my life. That's what I want to put my money towards. I don't want to waste money. I want to put it towards experiences and photographs and traveling. Whoever I end up marrying, I hope for them to be a traveler as well, so that we can go to Maldives and Australia and Paris and Italy and just eat food. Is that too much to ask, to just travel with a guy and eat everything everywhere? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my tattoo tour. I plan on getting my shoulders and my neck done next, and of course I'm gonna get my sleeves done eventually. Yep, let's just keep that in there. But this is not in any way me recommending whoever's watching to get tattoos. This is just something that I choose to do because I like it. It's not for anybody else, it's for me. Don't do it just because you want to look cool or you want to impress somebody. If you ever do, make sure you're old enough to make such a lifelong decision. Remember to keep your career in mind, whatever you're wanting to be. Make sure that if you do get a tattoo, it's covered. If you're taking a certain career path, just look into it and think hard about it. Make sure whatever you get has a meaning. They're also a little painful and, again, permanent. So put thought into it. Don't just jump like, oh, this person looks so cool, I want to look cool too, like the second you're old enough. Don't do that. Put thought into it, because it's a lifelong decision, and make sure it's something that you'll be proud of when you're an 80-year-old awesome tattooed old person. I love you all, and I will talk to you later.